Tonight on TLC, their popular reality show 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After? Airs with an all-new Sunday, August 1, 2021 episode, and we have your 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After? Recap below for you. On tonight's 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After Season 6 Episode 14, she's a snake in the grass. As per the TLC synopsis, Yara does something extreme to prove she's still fun to Jovi. A fight breaks out at Kalani and Asuelu's holiday. Natalie contemplates moving out. Libby's family deals with the birthday aftermath. So make sure to tune in tonight between 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. ET for our 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After recap. While you wait for our recap, make sure to check out all our television spoilers, news, recaps, and more, here. Tonight's 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Recap begins now. Refresh page often to get the most current updates. In tonight's 90 Day Fiancé episode, Michael agreed to test his sperm. He spoke with a friend who recommended it because this friend knew that Michael and Angela planned on getting pregnant and Michael thought it was a great idea. He called Angela. He told his wife about it and she also agreed with it. She also said that Michael has to be on the phone when he gives his sample. His sample can only be about one way. Michael has to masturbate into a cup, and that was an issue because Angela doesn't want him looking at pornographic content when it doesn't involve her. It's why she more or less demanded to be on the phone with him. She wanted him to use her as his inspiration for his sample, and the way this marriage works is that Angela gets her way. Angela gets her way the whole time. The moment things aren't being done to her satisfaction, that's when they have problems. Angela demanded to be on the phone with him, and she was also on the phone with him during the doctor's appointment. Angela had a lot to say. Michael told the doctor that he hasn't masturbated in a while, and Angela said that wasn't normal because he was young and he should be having wet dreams, but everyone and their mama knows that Michael doesn't admit to anything that Angela can use against him. Michael used Angela to masturbate later on to get his sample. He also had to show her that there was no pornography in the room with him because she does get jealous about that. And so Michael had to prove the area was clear. Kalani also had her own task to deal with. She had to deal with her in-laws for the holidays. Her mother-in-law and her sister-in-law Tammy came for a visit. The reason it's such a task for Kalani is that she doesn't get along with her in-laws. They're very disrespectful, and that showed that again tonight. They walked in. They greeted the kids and Tammy said nothing to Kalani. All she had to say was that the house looks expensive. Tammy likes to bring up money because she feels Asuelu should be giving their mother most of his earnings, and she was very upset when Kalani told her that Asuelu has a family to support now. He has 2 small children and a wife. Asuelu also hadn't been working full-time at the time, and so Tammy's demands were outrageous. Tammy basically demanded he gives his full earnings to his mother. She was unreasonable and she claimed that she was also supporting her mother. Only something interesting came up later on. Tammy and her mother brought up money again, and Kalani said they would help the mother. They just didn't want the mother to use the money they give her to give it to someone else. Tammy naturally said that the money was a gift and they couldn't put terms on it, which means the mother was spreading the money around. The mother has several kids. If the kids were all giving her the money, then she was set for life and shouldn't be demanding large amounts from anyone. Asuelu saw right through Tammy. Asuelu said he wasn't going to give large amounts. He has 2 small kids and he has to focus on providing for them. The house they live in wasn't their own. It belonged to Kalani's family. Kalani's family was well off, and so Asuelu's family was using that as an excuse to say that he didn't have to worry about money because his in-laws would help him. Never mind, the in-laws are already helping him. They give him a house to use and provided for him in the months it took him to find a job while his wife focused on being a full-time mother. Asuelu was finally in a position to support his family and he wasn't giving that up. He told his sister as much. Asuelu was going to give his mother a small amount and she either had to make peace with it or not. No one was going to change his mind about giving more. Jovi and Yara's marriage meanwhile was in trouble. Yara was focusing on the baby. She didn't want to hang out anymore or party. Jovi felt she had become boring and he had nothing to do. The 2 of them weren't even sleeping together anymore because the baby sleeps in the baby with them. Jovi went from party boy to being a married father of 1 in under a year and 2.